set to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here we go. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Shotgun snap to Willis.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
David Montgomery.
14 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Willis.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
60 yards.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll begin by running the option.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From the 29,
Willis.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
Caught left side, Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Complete to number 7.
On second down, this is Cannon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 3rd down, it's Willis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
From the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw again on second down. Jones.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Hawk 70.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Back 60, 19 right.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Schwartz. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
60 Eagles.
They'll swing this out to Tony. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Buffalo 18.
First and 10, Willis.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Willis.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's Willis.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
Second down throw coming by Willis.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
They'll go option to the short side. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Okay, ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And he fires one incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here we go.
Taylor
Here we go.
incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Cannon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Jones has it. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. This thrown quickly out to Jones.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Taylor. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Now Taylor. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Joe Fortson.
34 yards.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will be taken at the 13.
54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mustang 19. Check smash.
Another try after the first down sack. Taylor.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, it's Taylor. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
60 Bobcat. Panther 11.
Here's Taylor.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Taylor. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Here's Tony on the quick slant.
And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak with Taylor, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Cowboys make over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Off play action. McCain. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Pioneer.
Second down, here's Willis. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Okay, break. Buffalo 18.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And this is caught at the 8.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw, here's Willis.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Willis going to try to run it.
He pitches it out, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Hold it ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cowboy 80. Head the street. Head the street.
Willis got to have this one.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun, McCain. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down. McCain. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Hey, smash Broncos. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The slot man in motion right.
Warriors 70, 79 Broncos.
On 2nd and 10, Willis, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Check contact, check contact.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
70 Rangers.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Willis will look to pass again here. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Nothing, 19.
Now Willis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, we won't say the comeback is complete just yet, but boy, they have come roaring back to take this 4th quarter lead.
And I like the way that you put that because it's not complete just yet, but just think about the other side, where they are right now, because they've got to be saying, how did we let this one get away? We were in complete control, well on our way to victory, and now all of a sudden, we're losing. How did that happen?
Willis will try and throw for this. That's caught, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCain. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, McCain, rush coming, and he's taken down. Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped it.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. From the gun on 3rd down. McCain. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cordero Patterson from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Ravens 39.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Remember now, no overtime in the preseason, but where the score's at now, overtime would be unlikely. If these guys can put it in the end zone here, they'd be looking pretty good. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything. Hey.
They'll run it right side with Cannon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing, Willis. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Willis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win. But you can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to win this football game here in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine.